go through them. Now, first of all, let us just introduce the topic even as we get into the discussion.
Yes.
First of all, we want to paint a picture for the viewer that what does mental wellness really mean? What does mental health wellness really mean?
Mental wellness means that someone who can make clear decisions. You have a healthy relationship with people around you, with your family. You can go about your daily duties without any challenges. You can cope with any daily challenges we meet. Each and every day we meet different challenges. If you can accept these challenges, cope with them well, you relate well with the people, you relate well with your family, you go on with your duties, you can sleep well. That is someone, I can say that someone who is mentally okay, that is someone who is mentally well. But if you cannot do these things, when it's your time to sleep, you can't even sleep, you keep on tossing, you keep on thinking, you can't even go to job, you can't do your work properly, you don't even have a good relationship with the people around you, then you are mentally not okay. Yeah.
Now, that is the meaning of mental wellness.
Yes.
Now, why do you think people are talking about mental wellness? Or maybe why do you think mental wellness is important today?
In the world of today, mental wellness is very, very important. This is because we have seen so many people, the number of people suffering from mental challenges are so many in society today when you compare to before. So I think it's very, very much important that even in our families, we need to have this discussion each and every day of our lives. We need to teach about mental awareness. We need to check our mental awareness. Am I okay? You know, some people have mental challenges and then they think that they are okay. Or people, you just look at someone, you think someone is okay while people are not okay outside. So there are so many challenges, there are so many people suffering from mental awareness. You can see from every time you watch a news, you will hear someone did this, someone killed someone. Even this thing of women's movement, whatever I can say, it's also a mental challenge to people, because how can I just decide to be a goon? I just decide to be ready to die, ready to fight people for no good reason because of political differences. So I can say that in our world today, in today's world, in our families, everywhere, we need to speak about mental challenges. We need to speak about mental awareness. We need to be mentally aware. How is my mental health? I need to be careful about the people around me. Are they okay? It's something very important nowadays, because this is something that interferes with our daily activity. Yeah.
Now, first of all, even as we continue, we want to know maybe the difference between stress and mental health condition.
Yeah.
Because there are people who confuse these. There's somebody who probably might be having stress, and he or she thinks that he or she has a mental health issues.
Yes.
And there's somebody who is mentally ill but think he or she is stressed up. Now, can we get a little bit of some, maybe enlighten the viewer so that they distinguish between stress and the mental illness or mental health?
Yes, I can say that stress is maybe kind of lighter, but when now it's a mental case, when now it's a mental challenge, when now it's a mental well-being, it's deeper. You can have stress over something. Maybe you have lost something, now you feel like you are stressed, but you are still going on with your duties as usual. You wake up, you can prepare breakfast, you can eat, you go to job, you do this. You can even share with someone, today I'm really stressed. This and this is stressing me. Then maybe after some hours or after some days you are okay. The stress is gone. Whatever the challenge, you have passed it. But when it comes to now, mental challenge, now that we can say that now this person is not now stressed, but is now depression, you will realize that you cannot even wake up from your bed. And you are at your bed, but you cannot even sleep. You cannot even cook. You cannot even eat. You don't even want to share anything with anybody. You don't even want to talk to it. Things just change. That's when you can call someone. When someone calls you, then they tell you things are now getting out of hand. I can't do this anymore. With some people, they even go deeper into thinking of committing suicide. You think of hurting someone. For example, if it is a relationship, You break up with someone, it gives you stress, yes, but you can still go on with your life, you can still think of moving on with your life. You think it's okay, you can even meet this person and you can even greet this person and you don't think of anything bad. But when it reaches a point when now you are thinking of hurting this person, you are thinking of hurting yourself, just know that it's now a mental challenge. Now that is depression, now you are depressed, now that's not stress anymore. Yeah.
Now, do you think that stress can lead to mental condition?
Exactly. Yeah, too much stress. You are stressed today over this, tomorrow you are stressed over this. This can go deeper. If you are ever stressed, always stressed, even over small things you are stressed. Let me tell you, Clifford, we have challenges each and every day. We have challenges in our lives. Today you will be heartbroken, someone heartbroken you. The next day someone betrayed you. The next day your child has no school fee. The next day you don't have food. The next day you don't have this. Now these are daily stress. If you cannot handle this stress properly, then they will develop into depression. Actually, all these things start as a small stress. You're just stressed. You can't do this. You feel like you are stressed. Then you reach a point where you cannot do it anymore because now you are depressed. Now it's a mental challenge. It's no longer a stress anymore. Yeah. So stress, too much stress can lead you into depression. That's why you need to find a way of handling your stress. If you feel like you are stressed, share it with someone. Do something. Maybe if you have a hobby, just do something that can release that stress to go. But if you sink deeper into your stress, you will become depressed and you will become a mentally challenged person. Yeah.
Now, speaking of maybe stress, we've had several cases where the world is still struggling with men in terms of mental condition, because men don't speak a lot while they are stressed. Men don't open up while they feel like it is a condition that probably there's something that is disturbing them inwardly.
Yes.
What do you think? Why do you think this one is happening mostly to the men?
Let me support men in this. I can tell you, Clifford, men speak when it comes to stress, when it comes to depression, but the society doesn't listen. The reason why the society doesn't listen is because the society, there's a way that we figure men to be this strong and mass. Yeah, we don't want to see a man crying. If you cry, instead of people to be concerned about you, they want to know if you are okay. They start laughing at you. Hey, a man is crying. Why are you even crying? You are a man. You are not supposed to shed tears. You are not supposed to do this. So we as the society, we are the ones shutting these men up. We don't want them to express their feelings. But men also do speak. Men also do. You can go to a place, then you just find a man is sitting there very quietly, and you can just see this man he keeps on maybe doing this. You will know this person is hurting or this person is not okay. But no one will approach you because they want you to deal with it as a man. When you are able, and you are labeled as strong people, you are very strong. You are supposed to be strong in everything. If something happens, you are supposed to cry. Actually, when two people break up, the reason why women heal very fast is because when you break up with a woman, a man and a woman, they break up. The man will want to behave like the man, very strong, no matter the stress. They don't want to share this, they don't want to talk about it, they feel like they can do it. But with a woman, on the other side, a woman will cry. You know, cry also releases that stress. A woman will cry, a woman will call her man, a woman will call her friends. They will tell her, it will be okay, it's okay, oh my daughter, just come back home, let's talk about this. A woman will seek help at a very early stage, and then the woman will relieve this stress and the woman will be okay. Now the man will be hiding, behaving like tough, while the stress is there. Then this turns into something else, depression. Then you see the woman has moved on, and then you feel like you have not moved on because you didn't take care of the stress when it was stress. You allowed the stress to move into depression. So I can say that men also talk, but we as a society, we want you men to be very strong. We don't want to see your weak point. We don't want to see you weak. So we don't expect you to tell us your problems. That's why you can even go approach someone as a man. You are telling this person, you know, I'm stressed about this and this, and they don't do anything about it. They don't take it serious. They just assume you will be fine because you're a man. You're supposed to be strong. While at that stage, I can say the man is now seeking the help, but nobody in the society is not listening to the men when they are crying for help. So people only realize something is wrong with this man after they have done something wrong. I'm telling you, I believe and I think that no man can just wake up one day and do something very dangerous without them sharing this with even a friend, sharing this with even their parents. I know they share, but everybody wants you to be strong because that's how the society sees you. And now this is also instilling fear in men. They don't want to be seen as weak people. Now they want to be men, the stronger people that the society wants them to be. So men die inside. They boil inside until now it's no longer stress, it's depression, now mixed with the anger, and then mental case, they take action. Yeah, so people will be like, he's a very quiet kind of a person. But of late he changed. He stopped talking to people of late. But nobody noticed that this person stopped talking to people. Nobody noticed that this person was now having his own space, something which shows that someone is going through some breakdown. So I think men, they also talk, but it's the society. We need to break this norm about men are supposed to be strong, men are supposed to cry, men are supposed to share their problems. If we can break this norm, we can help the society, we can help our men, we can help this issue of killing. You see so many women are the ones who are being attacked or being killed by men. And people think it's just okay. No, it's not okay, it's not a normal thing. It's because we are not taking care of our men, we are not taking care of the boys, even just from when they are boys. Your boy come to you crying and then you are like, don't cry, you are a man, we don't want to see you cry, boys don't cry. You see, you dismiss them like that. So this child will grow knowing that I'm not supposed to cry, even if I'm hurting, even if I'm with stress, I'm not supposed to share, I'm supposed to show that I'm strong. While inside you are growing weak, inside you are being depressed. So I think the society, we need to break this norm, allow our men also to share their problems, we allow them to also cry if there is need to, we allow them to also share so that they can be helped at a early stage. Yeah.
Now, in the same spirit of talking about men, do you think it is wrong for a man to break down, maybe shed tears while he's going through something?
I think it's very right for a man to even cry in public. Cry, if that is what you can do to relieve whatever is the problem, cry. We need to allow men be people, because a human being is emotional. That's how we were created. We undergo different emotions. Sometimes we are sad, sometimes we are happy, sometimes we are depressed, and all this. Now, if we cannot relieve these emotions, we have to be very strong. Now, this thing is, that's why men are more men are mentally challenged compared to women, because they are not allowed to show this. Let that man cry. If a man decides to cry in public, let the man cry. Maybe, for example, a loss of a child. People expect women to be the one wailing and making noise and crying, and they will be like, oh, it's okay, just allow her to cry, just allow her to cry. But if a man tries to cry, you will see that some people going there to calm him down. Don't cry, please don't cry. Let that person cry and relieve whatever the emotion, whatever they are feeling. Actually, some people, after they cry, even the anger, the whatever they were feeling, the stress, everything is gone. Yeah. So men are allowed to cry. If you're a man, you feel like crying is the only thing, do it, cry. Yes.
And where do you think this one, where do you think it began? Because it reached a point that right now, even most of the ladies, they don't want to care the feelings of their men, or they don't want to care whether men do break down. They don't want to care whether men have the feeling of probably, like you said, like men, they have denied men being people.
Exactly.
They've taken men to be some tough creatures, some stone somewhere that even if pinched, they don't feel pain. When it's cold, they don't feel that cold. When something is wrong, they're not supposed to share with anybody.
Exactly.
Where do you think this one began? Do you think it was in the past, or it is something that is coming with the generation?
This thing was from the past. In our society, from the past, even before this generation, people used to believe that men are strong creatures. They are not supposed to show their emotions. Yeah, they are not supposed to show that they are now weak. They are not supposed to show that they are feeling. Some men, even when they are sick, their families don't even care. The man comes from job, is complaining to the wife that they have some headache, I'm really feeling sick, and then the man moves to the bedroom maybe to rest there, and the woman will be like, this one, I don't think he's sick, he's just lying. And they don't even care whether someone is really sick or what. They only take action when someone is seriously sick. Someone is taken to the hospital, now they can't even speak, or then you ask the wife, when did this started? And then the wife is like, 2 weeks ago. She started complaining, he was just saying that he's sick, but I thought he was just going to be okay and all this. So it means that we are expecting men to be serious, to be strong creatures when they are human beings. They have emotions. They can be weak. They can cry just like any other person. So it's the cultural norm that wanted men to appear very strong and women to appear very weak. If you can remember, I don't know if nowadays people still wail and make those who know when someone dies. Men don't do that. It's only the women. It's only the women who are allowed to do that. Men are not allowed to cry. Men are allowed to just behave normal. Well, they are also hurting. They also feel the loss and the confusion and everything that has happened. So it's the society. So I think if we can break this cultural norm and treat men as normal human beings, then we will not have this problem of so many men having this mental challenge. You go to your parents, they tell you, you are the man of the house, you have to be strong, my son, be strong. You go to your wife, I don't expect you to behave like we and you are the man. You have to be strong. You go to your friends, my friend, you are a man. You are a man in that house, be strong. Now, where is this man supposed to get help? Because the people surrounding you are telling you are supposed to be a man. They are telling you, stop being a human being, stop showing your emotions, but be a man and be strong. So men are strong. No, they are human beings, they have the feelings, they feel the pain. If you pinch them, they are, like you said, they also feel the pain. The same way that women also feel the pain. So I think it's okay for a man to show their feelings. I think it's okay for a man to cry and take it as a normal thing. Don't look at that man as a weaker person because they've shown their emotions. That is the only way we can help this mental challenge also.
Now, what do you think? Will this change about men, the cultural thing that we are having? Will it change anytime soon? Because I think it was in last month, it was men's mental awareness week.
Yes.
And it is when people have not adopted to the culture really, but it's starting to come up, but not that they're still not vocal about men's mental awareness as it is for the women. Do you think this culture will change anytime soon?
I think that it's we to change this. If we come out and speak about this thing, we tell our children, our boys as they grow, that if you have a problem, my son, come and share with me, share with someone, so that that problem can be solved. Don't just go through whatever you're going through. Don't go through the stress alone. You are a normal human being. You are allowed to cry. You are allowed to show your emotions. If we can do this will start with me. How will I treat a man if even my colleague at work, my colleague comes at work, is not okay? I can see that he's not okay. I don't care because he's a man. He's supposed to be strong. People will be like, so if he's not okay, what are you supposed to do? He's a man. But if it's a woman, it's a different case. Hey, she's not okay. Maybe she's going through a lot, and then people will even blame to the man. The husband, these men, the way they are. Actually, just go to social media. I don't know if this thing will change. Let me change my statement. I don't know if this thing will change very soon. Go to social media, then you see how people speak about men and women, the difference between men and women. People have labeled men as villain. If anything happens to a woman, everybody wants to support the woman without knowing that some women are also psychopaths. There are women who are psychopaths outside there because they know that the society has labeled them as the weaker being. Now they can just do things. They are the ones who are even causing the problem and chaos in even their relationship and their marriage. But they will come out, because women are allowed to speak, men are not allowed to speak. They will come out and speak, seek sympathies, and people will just agree with them, labeling the man as the villain. Now you are shutting the man up. You are closing that door for that man to come out and express their feelings or whatever is happening. So we need to change. We need to find a way of telling people, making people aware that our men are also human beings. They also have the feelings. They also have the right to show their feelings. They have the right to share. They have the right to speak. They have the right to cry. Yes.
Now, do you think is there any kind of pressure that probably maybe leads men to this dangerous situation of maybe mental illness? Because a number of men, so many of them are going through the same, and there are those who probably have spoken up, but there are those who are still struggling to speak up. Do you think there is some pressure that is leading these men to this mental illness condition?
Yes. Actually, men go through a lot of pressure. Men go through a lot of pressure. Let me give you an example. Right from when they are boys, a small boy comes to you crying, and then as the mother or as a parent, you tell that boy, oh, don't cry, boys don't cry. Your baby boy falls down, and then you tell him, just stand up, you're a boy, you're a man, you're a big man, don't show emotions, don't cry. Then that's how that child will grow, knowing that as a man I'm not supposed to show my emotions, I'm not supposed to do this. Only girls are allowed to do this. I remember when, from poor families, let me just use an example from poor families. You have a daughter and a son, they are going back to school, and now their shoppings are always different. Men, they just buy some soap, the bar soap. That is enough. Once they are given bar soap. But with the ladies, they consider this, they consider that, they consider that, they consider that. Now, you are torturing this your son. Let me tell you, you are torturing this. You are telling this son to be tough for no good reason, to suffer. Actually, you are exposing this person to suffering, even in school and all that. Some of our parents, once you go to the university, they only care about the girls. They will tell you, oh, you know, she's a girl, she needs this. Oh, my daughter, do you need this? But with the son, they tell you, you know, you are a son, you are the man in this house. You need to start finding your ways of how you can survive. Now you are stressing this your son with education. He's supposed to study, and then he's also supposed to start looking for other ways of doing 1, 2, 3. So I can say that men go through a lot. Actually, men go through a lot from their younger age as they grow compared to women. Women are being taken care of. Nowadays, there are so many groups that are supporting women. I don't know what, women group, for women Kenya, something. Do you see these things for men? We even have a group of our governors, the women governors. They have their circle and how they do their things, and they meet. When you come to these women, the governors who are male, they don't have that kind of groups. Women, we have so many groups as more women. We have, I don't know, Nionaki, the Nile. But I don't see men having such kind of things. So I can also say that you as men, you are also failing yourself. You also need to form these groups and teach yourself on how you can protect yourself against these mental challenges and all this. Men also, you need to wake up and start behaving like human beings, not like stones. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That is mental wellness that affects a lot of men in the current world, and we find out that there's a lot of pressure that is pushing these men to maybe this particular condition.
Yes.
We are taking a commercial break, and we're coming back with that and also many other more, so that at least we enlighten you, so that you get to know what is happening. Before you get into this condition, you have to evaluate yourself and check, so that you don't get into this dangerous condition. We are taking a commercial break. We are coming back with.
Join Cityscope Technical Training College and gain hands-on training in television production, journalism and news production, and digital media and content creation. Learn from experienced media professionals and develop the practical skills needed to succeed in today's fast-growing media. Enroll today and start your journey toward a rewarding media career. For inquiries, call 0726 324 028 or email us at cityscopetv@gmail.com or visit our website at www.cityscopemediacenter.co.ke. Cityscope Technical Training College. Think, believe, and achieve.
Be in gi lek mar bedo jafuambo, jalendo e wang' jowi, kata jalony e weche mag mbui? Riwri kod kar tiegruok mar Cityscope mondo iyud lony e chano chenro mag wang' jowi, fuambo kod puodho weche manyien moyiedhi. Yud puonj kowuok kuom jolony magwa mondo ibed gi ng'eyo mang'eny e weche mag fuambo. Ndikri kaka achiel kuom jopuonjre mondo mi ichak wuodhi mar bedo jafuambo. Mondo ing'e mathoth, ywanwa tol kokalo e namba 0726324028 kata tudri kodwa e email marwa cityscopetv@gmail.com kata www.cityscopemediacenter.co.ke. Cityscope Training College. Think, believe, achieve. Wang' jowi mar Cityscope obagonu chenro mar dendo kod pako chieng' tich abich tarik 17 dwe mar 7 higani. Riwri kod Joyful Singers Band e pako Nyasaye kochakore sa 3:30 mar odhiambo nyaka okinyi. Gwedhri kod wende mamit mag pako Nyasaye kikeloni kod jawer Eva Atieno.
Mono mari mochopa kawuono kapingi osiepna yoko.
Kod injili kaachiel gi lamo mar tipo maloko ngima. Inyalo luwo chenro ma kamae kokalo e wang' jowi mari mar Cityscope kata kokalo e mbui mekwa mag YouTube kod Facebook. The Joyful Singers Band Worship Experience. Otieno achiel, Nyasaye achiel, gweth mogundho.
Alright, welcome back. Just in case you are joining us for the first time, remember this is Wellness Wednesday and we are talking about mental health awareness, and we want to make you aware that mental health awareness exists and you should not fall a victim. Now, mental health wellness affects our emotions, thoughts and behavior. Everyone experiences stress, but prolonged stress can become harmful, like we've my co-host just shared in the past. That good sleep, healthy relationship, exercise, and seeking help also support mental wellness. That is something also that we need to enlighten the viewers, because we've had. I remember there's a time I shared with you that I do take time before I sleep. I don't know what is happening. Is it something that is in the brain? It is a mindset or something? Because I also understand that most of us men, or maybe the women, depending on the work condition and also the environment that you are in, you find that probably it affects your sleep. You find that you don't get to sleep in good time, and also you don't get to wake up. You don't get to sleep in good time, and you find that you sleep lesser time than you should sleep.
Yes.
So do you think this is something also that if we at least change pattern of how we operate our activities can also support our mental condition?
When we talk about sleep, lack of enough sleep, if you cannot just sleep, not because maybe you cannot sleep because there are people who work at night, or there are people they are doing something, you are doing something at night. You know, your brain and your body, they connect according to how you do your things. I can say they read you. If you decide that you could sleep daytime, you realize that you will sleep daytime because maybe you are someone who is working at night. But here is a situation whereby it's your time to sleep. You go to bed and then you take even 2 hours. You cannot just sleep. You keep on toasting on bed. You keep on thinking of your things. You can even wake up. You think. You try to sleep. You cannot just sleep at all. Now that is someone who is already having a problem. That's someone who is already having a mental problem. That's why you are not sleeping. That's different from someone who is not sleeping because maybe they are working and all this. When you cannot just find it, sleep is difficult important for you. You have the time to sleep. There is the bed. You are supposed to be comfortable. The bed is warm and everything is okay. But you cannot just sleep. Just know you have a mental problem. You can seek help. Just know what is really interfering with my sleep. What is my problem? You need to know. You need to seek help. But I can also say the way you have said, when we overload work with work, that can interfere with your mental, because you will not have enough sleep. Your body will be very, very tired. Your mind will not be working properly. Some people overwork themselves. In our places of work, some places of work, they don't even care about your resting time and all this. They overload you with work, and then that also gives you pressure. That leads to stress. And if you continue doing that, then now that will be a daily stress. You continue doing that, you will become depressed, I'm telling you. So our jobs sometimes can depress us. Yeah, when you don't have peace at work, and you are doing this, maybe nobody is appreciating your kind of job. You know, there is this job, when you go to the office, the moment you just enter that office, everything changes. You feel like now you are confined in a certain room. Have you been confined in a certain small room? You're not breathing in and out. Then when you leave job, you're like, oh, I can now breathe. Help me now breathe. So such kind of working conditions can lead to someone's stress. Also working without pay. You work daily, you work each and every time, you do your job well, and then by the end of the month, there is no salary. When you people agree, you know, this thing is in your mind. We agreed that I'm going to work. By the end of the month, you're going to pay me. Now you don't pay me. If we agree that I'm doing a voluntary work, then in my mind, I know I'm just here for voluntary work, so it will not interfere with me or anything. But when we agree that we are now going to work, you know, nowadays, life is very hard, and people make plans with their salaries. If I get that salary, 5,000 will go to rent, 10,000 I will pay this, 2,000 I will take to school, and then it's every month, everything. You can't do anything because the salary is not there. So our job, our daily work, we need to make sure that we are working in a healthy environment. Your workplace should be a place that brings joy to you. If you are working in a place where you don't have peace, maybe you're being frustrated by your bosses, you can't even get your salary, and now everything is piling up for you, but you continue going to this job and all this. That's why some people leave job and start doing these small things, and you will have peace. You will get the smaller one, and you can have peace with it. So our working condition, how we work, how we do our things, our places of work also determines our mental health. Exactly.
Now you spoke about something about you just something that you just finished with, that is our work environment and everything. You find that probably the work environment is not conducive, and also let's talk about let's merge the two, healthy relationships, because you can find that at job you have this stress, then when you go back at home, probably you are in a marriage situation, you are in a relationship set up somewhere that you don't have peace.
Yes.
Now when these things now burst in a man, probably, or maybe in a woman, now it leads to this condition.
Yes, it leads to that condition. For example, if you are the breadwinner in your family, now you go to job, you don't get anything from that your job, then you go back home. You know, now the stress that is going to be at home, this stress now is coming from your job, because your job cannot pay you. Now you go back home empty-handed, and then everything starts to boil, everything becomes chaos. Some people will not even understand. They will think that you are being I think you are going to job. Let me tell you, so this is our job. People see you, they watch you, they believe you are working, they need your support. So back at home, your man calls you, my son, I don't know, it's 7 months, just send me 2,000. Then you tell your mom, oh mom, you are not being paid, let me see if I can borrow from someone. Your mom will not believe you. Your mom will believe you are squandering your money with women. Now you can't even remember me, your mom. You can't even remember me, the way I paid your school fees. Some parents don't understand. The way I did this to you, you can't even help. Your work can even break up your marriage. I'm telling you. Work conditions has broken up so many marriages. So many marriages are because of work condition. So just make sure that you're working in an environment that can favor your mental health, your mental space.
Right now, exercise. Let's talk about exercise. Most of the people don't believe that exercise also helps, maybe reduce tension, pressure, mental wellness, because at least it eases you when you are doing exercise. Probably you get to relieve a lot of stress and everything.
Yeah.
Do you think that exercise also can help, because it is something that probably people don't take seriously in matters mental health, illness or condition?
We need to be physically active.
Mhm.
That's how I can put it. Not just the exercise, doing all that, and it should be. We need to be physically active, because when you are physically active, one, your brain will function well. Two, your physical well-being is guaranteed. Your physical well-being is guaranteed. Just take even 1 week. Maybe you are off from your work. Just take 1 week. You are in the house, maybe alone. You are not moving. You are not doing anything. You are not going anywhere. You are just there, maybe sitting. You can only just eat, and then you continue sitting, maybe watching and doing all this. You will start having some headache. You will start becoming fatigued actually, and your brain will not be functioning well. You will not even sleep. You will try to sleep at night. You cannot sleep. You keep on toasting on bed and whatever. So that can also lead to stress. Now, if you don't manage that well, I'm telling you, you will become mentally ill. You will start developing some mental challenges or some mental problems. There are these people that they used to work, do this, they were just okay, and then maybe they found themselves in maybe some accidents and whatever, and then now they're just there, and maybe they cannot walk, they cannot move because of the challenges or some illness just coming. Those people are not mentally okay. You will find, most of the time you find them crying, you will find them. Try that, you will see. So exercise is very important. Exercise, physical exercise, sometimes just exercise, sometimes just run around, so in the morning and whatever. Actually, they say that when you do that jogging in the morning, and then you come back and then you refresh yourself, and then you go to job and whatever, you will realize that you will be a happy person. Yeah, your body is functioning properly, your brain is very active and all that. So exercise. There are people that when they are stressed, the only thing they can do is they can exercise. When they exercise, it releases those toxins and whatever, and it makes them feel relieved completely. People relieve stress in different ways. Some cry, some exercise, some say they eat. I don't know how eating helps. I can't eat when I'm stressed. Let me cry a lot, I don't eat. Yeah, some people say when they're stressed, they eat a lot. If they eat, the stress is gone. So the same way, the way it works for you, but exercise is also very, very important. Yeah.
Now, there's one tip that I want to share with the viewer that says that asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness.
Exactly.
This is one thing that our viewers should get to understand, whether you are a man or a woman or a kid or any young person that probably might be undergoing a stress or maybe undergoing a condition that you feel that maybe if you ask for help, you will feel you will be regarded as a weak person. No. Asking for help is a sign of strength. Ask for that help. Go and knock that door so that you can be helped. Go and seek for advice. Go and seek for support so that you are well mentally. Now,
let me add something on that.
Yes.
Before you go and seek that support, asking for that help, maybe if it's that bad, you can go seek professional support.
Yes.
Don't just go to anybody. I'm telling you, some people will add salt to the injury. You are very depressed, you feel this, but then you go tell this person, maybe it's something that should be kept a secret. You share with this person because you want to relieve this burden off your chest so that you can at least, this stress can at least leave you. You need someone who can talk to you, someone who can give you advice, someone who can continue checking on you. Some people, the moment you just tell them, everywhere, everybody they meet, hey, I tell you, oh, how did you work? So and so did this and this. She told me herself. She came here, she told me she did this, and then these things come back to you again. You will be more depressed than you were before. So before you also share, look for the right person, not the right person to share. Yeah.
Now, even as you continue, maybe how can someone know that they're struggling emotionally? Because you find that there are people that they feel they're a little bit low, but they don't know that probably they might be struggling emotionally.
Yes.
Now, how do you think someone can realize that they're struggling emotionally?
Number one, I can say that as for me, when I lose my appetite, all of a sudden I don't feel the urge of eating. I don't feel like eating. Eating is something that everybody needs. Everybody eats every day. Whenever you see food, the first thing that comes into your mind is, I should be eating. Even when you are walking around along the road and then you see them choma and all that, you see it, you feel like you should be eating. So when you lose interest in eating, you can't eat anymore. Just know something is bothering you, something is not right. When you can't sleep the way we said before, you can't just sleep very well the way you used to sleep. You know, when your mind is at peace, you sleep like a baby. The moment you just go to bed, you are at peace, you will just sleep automatically. Because your mind will just dream it's time for sleeping. But when your mind is struggling to sleep, this means that your mind is not settled. Something is bothering your mind, something is bothering you. You are stressed about something. When you lose doing the things you used to do, the things you love doing, and maybe you're someone who loves watching movies and whatever, then you don't find interest in doing these things anymore. Some people, they want to be alone. You just feel like you want to be alone. You love going to church on Saturday, but this particularly, you don't want to go to church, you don't want to go anywhere. You're someone maybe you love nature walk. You all of a sudden you don't want to go, you have stopped. You like family gathering, all of a sudden you just look at your family, don't feel like. Some people, you start growing anger issues, so towards your children. A child comes to talk to you, before that child finishes whatever the child wanted to say, you have already chased that child away. Just leave me alone, I don't know what, you just want to be alone. Just tell her something is not right, something is not okay. When you lose interest in everything you do, you go to job, you don't feel like working, you just feel like every place you go to, you lose what is called interest of being a normal person. You just feel like something is not right with me. You become fatigued, you don't even want to do things you used to do, you don't want to exercise anymore, you don't want to do normal things you used to do. Just know something is not okay. Yeah.
All right, that is when to know that you are struggling emotionally. Now, there are people who probably, there are common causes of a poor mental wellness.
Yes.
Because you can be maybe ignoring something, but it is something that it is common that can cause maybe poor mental wellness. Maybe you can maybe tell us one or two things that you think are poor causes of mental wellness.
Financial problems. I just say poverty. Financial problems. And let me not say poverty alone. When I talk about financial problems, maybe you are financially able, but how do you now handle these finances and all this can cause you mental problem. There are people with money and they become mentally challenged because they have a lot of money, they don't know how to handle this, that pressure. Also, if this someone before they didn't even have this kind of money, they've never touched this kind of money, then maybe something happened, they get this kind of money. Or some people even get mentally challenged once they start doing a good job. Then you are praying for a job, you are looking for a job, and all of a sudden you land this good paying job. Now you start earning good kind of money. Then you don't know how to treat yourself, you don't know how to do this, you don't know how to deal with this. That is how some people even become mentally challenged. So financial struggle and also financial problems, how to manage finance is also a major problem in mental well-being. But mostly financial struggle, whereby you don't have enough money to buy this, you don't have a bank, you are always stressed, hey, I have not done this, how will I do this, you keep on being stressed over something each and every day. If you can understand your financial potential, how can I put it? Whatever you have, how can I handle the little I have? How can I live according to how I have? Maybe Clifford, you are working in some place, you are earning well, you are staying in a big apartment, you are paying your rent well, everything was okay. And then now maybe it was a contract or something happened, you no longer have this job again, you got fired. First thing you have to do is to accept, now I don't have this kind of money anymore. What am I supposed to do? I need to move from this big apartment to a smaller one. If I'm still looking for a job and all this. Now, some people don't want to do that. They want people to see them, the people they used to be. But they're now financially struggling. That is where someone becomes mentally ill for no good reason. So financial problems, also people who come from poor background and they want to match this a certain kind of life and all this, can lead them to doing things or become becoming stressed all of us time and becoming financially and becoming mentally not okay, mentally challenged. I can also say that the way we talk about work, your workplace is also a very, very, very one of the vital places that can cause you mental wellness or mental challenge. Your workplace, how is your workplace? How do people relate in this work? How is the finances in this? How is everything? You need to consider all those things, so that can also cause this. Also trauma. Some people go through trauma. So someone is assaulted, maybe is assaulted, you understand? Someone is assaulted, and then this thing keeps on coming into your mind. This thing can make you now even hate the person, even the gender who did this, and then you start thinking of how of how to harm yourself, how to kill other people. Also, drug addiction. So to our youth, drug addiction, you start using this kind of weird drugs. Nowadays, there are so many weird drugs. Cope with breakups. This also causes mental breakdown, mental challenge. There are so many challenges, so many things.
Right, thank you so much, Brenda, for the emphasis that you have given. Even as we wind up, now these are some daily mental wellness tips that I want to give our viewers. Number one, get enough sleep. Number two, stay physically active.
Exactly.
And number three, we have eat balanced meals. Then number four, we have stay connected with family and friends. We've talked about that. And also number six, we have limit unnecessary screen time. Number seven, we have make time for rest and hobbies. And number eight, we have seek professional support when needed.
Exactly.
And then last one, we have be kind to yourself and also others. Even as we come to an end of our today was mental wellness Wednesday. One thing that you would like to leave our viewers with in terms of mental health?
Yes. I can say that each and every person, make sure that your mental health matters. If you are in a relationship whereby the person you are with doesn't care about your mental health, some people can just say whatever they feel like saying to you. They don't care how you're going to feel about it. You are a man, you are in a relationship whereby your wife wants to see you strong, but doesn't want to see you weak. If you are weak, then it's the kind of, you need to get the hell out of such kind of relationship for your own well-being, for your own mental well-being. Number two, just make sure that you do your hobbies. Be someone who can socialize with other people. Again, share. If there is a problem, don't just close the door and be yourself. Just make sure that you can, if you have 1 to 3 people, you call your friends, you can trust someone you can share with. And if you realize that something is now not okay with me, maybe you start thinking of committing suicide, you're thinking of hurting other people. You don't need to, you just need to maybe seek professional help. You can be helped. There are people who have gone too far with mental challenges, mental problems, but when they seek help, they can be helped. There's still room to be helped. We can also try and talk to our children, try and talk to the people we live in our family. Let's make this a topic, a daily topic in our families. Let's make people be aware of their mental well-being. Let people care about their mental well-being. There are people who don't care about their mental well-being. Let me tell you another thing that causes so many youths to be mentally challenged. Copying what other people are doing. You want to force yourself into a group where you don't belong to. You want to force yourself into a certain level. You want this. I don't know. There's this cloth now. This is the one that is trending. I only have to dress like this and to feel like somebody. I have to stay in this apartment to feel like I'm somebody. You don't have to do that. You don't have to fake your life. You don't have those things. Gives people people mental breakdown. Because when people will realize that, oh, I was just faking it, how will you start feeling? You will not want people around, you will want to be alone, you will start becoming stressed around it. So let's live according to our means. Then whatever you have, the small amount you are earning, the small money you have, use it accordingly, and just make sure that you care about your mental being. If you see something is happening in your environment that is not healthy for your mental, for your mind, just take action. Take action. If you can run away from it, run away from it. If you can handle it, make sure that you can. If you can share whatever the problem is, make sure you share. And to our men, it's okay to cry. It's okay to share. Nobody should fear sharing whatever they are going through. Show your emotions so that you don't suffer alone. Nobody should suffer alone. Yes.
All right, so thank you so much, Brenda, for that wonderful insights, and thank you so much for staying with us. And remember, even as we finish, taking care of your mind is not a luxury; it is essential. If you are someone, if you or someone you know is going through emotional difficulties, don't suffer in silence. Make sure you reach out and make sure you give support and also offer help to that kind of person. Thank you so much for watching. This was a Wednesday Mental Awareness Day. We were talking about mental awareness, or maybe Wednesday Mental Wellness. Thank you so much for staying with us since we began this this show up to this moment. We really appreciate it. And on behalf of the whole team, we want to say thank you so much and God bless you. Stay with us even as we will be coming up with more programs ahead. Make sure you tune in to Cityscope TV. And remember, this has been Scope Connect. Thank you so much and may God bless you. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. And I was your host, Clifford Agonda, with my co-host here,
Brenda.
Goodbye for now.
Wang jowi mar Cityscope obagonu chenro mar dendo kod pako chieng' tich abich tarik 17 dwe mar abiriyo higani. Riwri kod Joyful Singers Band e pako Nyasaye kochakore saa 3:30 mar odhiambo nyaka okinyi. Gwedhri kod wende mamit mag pako Nyasaye kikeloni kod jawer